And good morning. Welcome into another installment of Your Life Matters with clinical social worker Dr. Beth Plachetka from Safe Harbor Counseling and Dr. Beth Speaks. And good morning, Dr. Beth, on another Monday. How are we doing?
I'm good, Mike. How are you?
Doing all right. Welcome back to another show. What are we focusing on today's show?
Well, today I specifically want to talk about treating trauma and a training opportunity for therapists, doctors, teachers, massage therapists, craniosacral therapists, chiropractors, anybody who works in that kind of field. And then, of course, for our listeners, anybody that they would go to, they would like to know if, how this training works for them. So the training is the Transforming the Experience-Based Brain. It starts in Naperville on March 2nd. It goes to the 5th. The first module does. And, I'm such a believer in somatic experiencing, and which this is based on. Because for years, I work hard to do a good job, and we would be working on something, and we would have goals, and we would do techniques and all different things, and things would get better for the clients, but they wouldn't be perfect. They wouldn't be like all settled. And then as time would go on and more information would come out and we'd talk further, you'd hear, oh, there's a little something that happened back in the past that they thought was nothing, but really was kind of a trauma for them. And so that's when I noticed that we had to really get that nervous system involved, and of course had no clue how to do it until I started taking all the trainings that I've taken in the last couple of years. Now, I want to remind the listeners that the nervous system is designed to keep us alive. That's all it really is doing, it's paying attention to, are you hungry? Let's get some food. Is there danger around here?
Right.
How do I avoid dying? That's what this body wants, to keep the body alive. And so because any pattern it develops is about life-saving, it can get really firmly entrenched, and it can be associated with things outside of life-saving. So you might see something that happened that was around when you had the trauma. Now that thing scares you. It builds on it.
Right.
So, if we've experienced a trauma, real or perceived, the autonomic nervous system works overtime, and people have trouble sleeping and eating and regulating. So, it's hard to be in a relationship because they're moody sometimes, and they know it and don't like it. So what we want to do then is talk to that nervous system, and that's what the Transforming the Experience-Based Brain training works on. It talks about things that could have happened long before you were cognizant, as even a baby, a startling noise, or if there was a fire in the house and you had to rush out. As a baby, you don't know it, but something happened that was scary.
It stays with you, yeah.
It stays with you. And so there's so many techniques. Now, people will say, I'm not a touch therapist, or I don't always want to touch people. Touch can be involved. It doesn't have to be. So there's ways of addressing the nervous system by paying attention to sensations, associations, and learning to let it settle before we move on. So I would really love to see as many people as possible come, and I'm especially doing it today because while it is in March, there's a early bird discount that expires tomorrow.
Oh.
So I would love anybody who wants to come to save that money. It's $100, and who doesn't want to put that in their pocket? And so we want to be able to help our nervous system and help our clients and really get good results.
So how do people go about signing up, and especially by tomorrow, so they can get that discount? Do they go to the Safe Harbor website, or what's the best way?
I have information on the Safe Harbor website. They can also go to austinattach.com. And then they go to modules, and there's directions on there that say register. Or they can reach out to me. If they look on the website, they can contact me through the telephone number that's on the website. And that would be the fastest if they don't want to miss the deadline. And I will definitely get back to them and direct them.
Okay, yeah, that website is safeharboril.com. The phone number, too, if you want to call to find out more information, 630-466-8657. And the other website is austinattach.com.
Yes.
Right? All right, that'll do it for this week's show. Again, go to safeharboril.com to find out more about this topic or anything that we discuss on these shows. It's called Your Life Matters, airs every week at the same time with clinical social worker Dr. Beth Plachetka from Safe Harbor Counseling and Dr. Beth Speaks.